What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Civilization 6 Old World AI only battle. I hope you've enjoyed episode 1. You've seen it, hopefully. That's normally how this works. We're here for episode 2, and we'll get more into it. And straight away, wow, lots going on. England declaring war on the Netherlands. That's a bit of a weird one. We'll keep an eye on it, though. India completes the Terracotta Army. Interesting, so that gives them a copy of every unit, although they pretty much only have one type of unit, so they got only 2 free units from all of that. I guess a free scout, potentially. But there you go, still. They've added some beliefs to their religion. Persia has just become friends with India. That is not what the Europa want to hear, but they're struggling anyway. Morocco and Rome have peaced out with nothing going down. Oh, and Poland v Russia, that's a big one. In the Eastern Europe, Poland, 4 cities, but smaller cities. Russia with 2 bigger cities. We'll see how this goes, but it looks like they're just going to go straight into each other with their armies. Rome completes, what is that? That is the Colossus Wonder. Good job, Rome. That one feels fitting. I don't know where the Colossus is. Is it maybe in Greece? I don't know. But still, that feels like a fit. Mali completes Petra as well, which makes a lot of sense in the desert, or a lot of desert around them at least, even if they're not completely in the desert just yet with their borders. But we'll keep an eye out. It is on quick speed, so we should see some civs maybe crossing the ocean. Maybe next episode. I think this one might be a bit too soon, but you never know. Could happen. Someone could squeeze a caravel out today, potentially. Maybe, and it would have to be the right civ as well, right? It's no good if, you know... Oh, just sent me flying. Wouldn't be... Greece might not be able to do it. They'd need a lot of open borders. But, you know, if England, for example, got a caravel, they could certainly do it. Not really sure what England is up to. I feel like they don't realise, because they're on their own island, that there is a lot of other civs. They obviously only know, really... Yeah, they're starting to understand that there's a Germany, the Netherlands and France, and obviously maybe the Portugal and Spain have come up that way. Japan versus Korea. This never normally goes well for Japan, but we'll keep an eye on it. And there is a lot of units in this region of China here already. Germany piecing out with the Netherlands. Did anything change hands? No. Rome's also pieced out with the Netherlands. And Morocco versus the Netherlands. A lot of wars early on for the Netherlands, but they're getting through it. They're doing okay. They're surviving. I do see some settlers around that are just not being used. Rome, Spain, no, Portugal has one. So there are settlers around that could go down at some point. Arabia has now declared war on Persia, and they should get this city fairly easily. Greece and the Netherlands have peaced out. Poland and Russia fought for less than 10 turns, and Egypt and the Garamantes have also peaced out, with 1 city going this way. But it looks like the Garamantes are about to lose their capital here, which is a big blow. Here we go, it's coming, boom, there we go. So the Garamantes are not dead just yet, but the Songhai gaining another city. I've already forgotten who I picked. That is good, since yesterday. Who was it? No, yet mine's gone. You guys will be able to remind me, I'm sure. Persia has already... Yep, there you go, just like that. Oh, no, but they get it back. They do have their immortal units, but they only have 1 here, which is an issue. And Mongolia joining in, which is... Was there not a random city up here? No, that's already gone to the Huns. China with a random settler coming out this way. Well, not random, but probably not the best place for them to be settling. Russia now joins against Persia. No, nothing's going to happen from that. China joins. No. Yeah, Arabia definitely did have a good start. They seem to have backed off a bit, but there we go. Oh, Japan did conquer a city off Korea. How the heck? Okay. I guess the defense was just really low, but yeah, Japan grabs Daegu here, so they have now got onto the mainland. They've got away, so only England now on their own little island, completely to themselves. And the Champa has now joined in. The more coastal civs we have up here, the better, because that is obviously going to be the civs that sort of fill out Indonesia. Same goes for this region, South and Southeast Asia. They're going to be the civs that settle Indonesia and Australia probably at the start, so that's going to be quite exciting. Yeah, there is a lot of free land out there once these civs get to that level of technology that lets them... Actually, you don't even need deep sea sailing to get here. I mean, you'd need open borders with certain countries, but Siam and the Champa right now do have 3 access to all of this land, and you can see Siam beginning... Okay, I don't know if scouts, land units can quite do it, but no, this warrior can. So I'm pretty sure, in theory, settlers could be pretty soon, in this region anyway. Congo completely Parthenon. What is going on down here in southern Africa? Just a lot of damage. No cities particularly close to being sieged out. This one's taken a bit of damage, but that's it. Songhai have entered the medieval era, and it looks like, yep, there we go. The Garamantes are dead as Mercuria gains a bit of land. So there we go. I think that's the first civ in Africa to fall completely, I believe, unless I'm missing somebody. Who is this? The Jar have peaced out with Korea. Mongolia also peacing out. They didn't give anything away. That's the important thing to note. Same goes for this Congo-Nigeria peace deal. And the Garamantes apparently still have a unit somewhere. But the big news that I saw in there is that this city fell to the Ottomans. So Arabia put in a lot of work, but the Ottomans actually grabbed Susa. Have the Ottomans ever done well? Something tells me they haven't. It would be pretty cool if they did. They just pieced out with Greece, which is good because they were getting in a bit of a mess up here in the west. Greece, another civ that rarely has good games. I think they've had a couple a very long time ago, particularly on the Europe map, but not so good recently on this map, I'm afraid. But yeah, it'd be cool if the Ottomans could start to do well, right in the middle as well, right? Because they're going to be one of those civs that just has no hope of colonizing. But you know, they can get sort of the actual Ottoman territory, Turkey. You can see them killing Greece and maybe getting the Arabian Peninsula, and that'd be pretty cool. Right, what do we got? Congo and Benin teaming up on the Songhai. No, Nigeria's just in the way. That's not going to lead to much. Persia has pieced out with Harappa, so they will survive in southern India for now. So there we go. And then, yeah, that's it. But Persia, I mean, okay, they grabbed this. Yeah, Persia's terrible. I'm sorry, they just never have a good game. I might have to do a TSL as Persia just to actually. Yeah, that sounds great. I don't know. I've never played as Persia in any variation, right? There we go, guys. I'm adding that to the notes. There we go. I've got the paper here. Where's my pen? That's not how we do it. I have a list, but I lost the list. That is typical Geo fashion. I had a list, a Word document, but I lost where I saved the Word document. It's because I relied on the recommended ones, you know, like the last 10 files you've opened. I just always relied on that, and then it just disappeared from there, and I never found it again. India completes the Great Wall, which is pretty good. Good job. And that's going to keep them alive for a bit longer. Good defensive tactics. Right, I am going to write that down. I forget. But obviously there is the option for a TSL in this game as well, which I said, you know, I gave you some suggestions. So by now you may have commented those. But yeah, Persia and Civ 6, that sounds fun, because I was going through Civ 6, there's so many countries or civs, and I just couldn't choose any of them. And that actually sounds pretty fun, playing as Persia, for some reason, just because we haven't done it. Or even just a regular game as Persia, but we'll probably do a TSL, because everyone loves those, don't they? On the real maps. Greece, well, I'm playing as Persia and EU4 right now, on the stream, so check those out if you want to. It's pretty cool. What do we got? Burundi and Ethiopia piecing out, as well as Greece and Persia. There we go. The 300 movie has finished. Not quite as entertaining in this universe. Germany and France piecing out, and Spain and France also piecing out. So Europe coming towards some peace deals. Still nobody. Yeah, there's more and more civs with sort of exploring the shallow waters around England. They might need to hurry up and settle the rest of the UK. Just something to bear in mind. But yeah, we'll see. No one yet, though, as far as I'm aware, crossing the deep ocean. Some civs starting to find Madagascar. But yeah, no one's quite taken the plunge yet, and I don't see any settlers heading to Indonesia just yet. What do we got? The Huns and Persia have reached a peace agreement, which saw no cities changing hands, which is great for Persia. Looks like China. Mao's China's up to something. Mongolia got off to a slow start. In the test run, they actually did. I think they had this city and maybe these two as well, but I think I'm getting confused. I think they had Shanghai somehow, maybe, and then they obviously maybe settled this one or something. That was in the test run. Obviously, England's appearance has changed the world forever. Poland with a settler going a bit further than you'd hope. I don't know where that China settler went to. It looks like it didn't get anywhere. It's not here. Austria is also sending a settler out this way. That's interesting. The Huns declared war on Austria, so that settler may want to change its mind, and this one. Germany v Austria, there we go, that's interesting. Vienna's genuinely pretty hard to get to, we'll keep an eye on that. And Benin versus Mercuria, they do not even border each other. And Arabia has now declared war on Mercuria as well. Mercuria and Persia have now peaced out. That didn't matter, they're not even close. England and the Netherlands also peacing out. And there we go. Poland v the Ottomans. Ooh. No, nothing will really happen unless Poland squeezes through this small gap. Mali and Congo v Mercuria. Again, just no borders there for anything to really happen. And Burundi as well. Again, I think Burundi does border them, but Burundi's more down here. Egypt v Mercuria. Okay, that's a bit more front lines, but then neither of them have any units. I don't know. Mercuria will probably get overwhelmed at some point, but not immediately. Germany pieced out with the Ottomans. Actually, we're gifted this city, which may go to Austria, so that's a mess. Now you're fighting Austria, but bad move from the Ottomans, all things considered. Yeah, pretty bad move, because that's essentially trapped you into Turkey. Rome has now declared war on the Ottomans. Rome is having another terrible start. They do not like this map. Carthage has grabbed Sardinia. Probably got that wrong. It's been a while since I've checked. I think that one's Sardinia. Corsica, Sardinia, Sicily. Although this map is very weirdly shaped. But yeah, I think that's what it's supposed to be. Songhai v Mercuria. Okay, yeah. Mercuria could wind up just in trouble because there's so many. And maybe Ethiopia will, or... Yep, there you go. They have joined up there. Carthage v... Yeah, everyone v Mercuria. Huns v the Ottomans. Ooh, keep an eye on that. But there's a lot of wars right now. Mercuria and Morocco as well. Yeah, there's a ton of wars. It's hard to really track them all. Oh, that China settler settled up here, by the way. We did. I missed that. There we go. It didn't disappear. Egypt versus the Ottomans. This is just non-stop. Stop fighting each other. The Songhai and Egypt slapping down some settlers here to fill up the rest of the desert. And now most of the old world is now full. There's parts of the Arabian Peninsula. I'm very surprised there's not another city in here. Is it too soon to believe that this tile could be settled? We could get the Panama Canal. See, if I was playing as Persia, I'd have to like rush settle over here just to let no one else. Well, actually, in Civ 6, you could build a canal. Siam versus Greece. Wait, what? That is they're miles apart. But okay, fair enough. I love how this map does make them like you can just about see the edges of Siam and Greece on the same sort of screen. But if I zoom out all the way, in reality, like they are so far apart, it's unreal. Korea, this map does make things a lot more interesting though. Korea pieces out with China. Mao's China, that is. And Mercuria, yep, there you go. They lost their capital to Egypt. I definitely underestimated Egypt. Maybe they could start to do well up here in the northeastern corner. France v Greece, then border each other. India v Mongolia, nope. Rome versus Greece, and again, not really going to see much from that because Austria's borders are in the way. Huns v Mongolia. This is the only space with much space left. We'll see how that goes. But even then, it's going to be settled pretty soon with Austria, Poland, Mongolia. If they all put down one of the settler each, that will fill a lot of this area. Tang China v Mongolia. We'll keep an eye on that. That's interesting. Other areas of the map, nothing's been sieged out here. Egypt looks like they're going to hold on to the Mercurians' capital. Germany versus Mongolia. That does not matter so much. Morocco's starting to fill out their territory with some more cities, which is cool to see. Nigeria's got this sort of coastal sliver of an empire. Mali's kind of here. Just two big cities. You've got Morocco, quite big up in this corner. Spain's doing okay with their 4 cities. Oh, okay, they're going to get this city though. I didn't see this. They are, yeah, they're going to get that off the Dutch. Could be a good game for Spain if they can make it to the New World. It'd also be really cool if Portugal could survive and get that far. Obviously, it's going to take them longer to get the tech, which is a bit annoying, but it would be cool. Egypt versus Greece has broken out, as well as Persia v the Ottomans, and oh, Daegu does fall back to Korea. It took a while, but Korea got there in the end. Yeah, I thought Korea would be doing quite well. They now have 5 cities, it's worth noting. Ottomans and Persia piecing out, with the Ottomans holding on to this city, but they are going to lose this one to the Huns, so yeah, not a good time for the Ottomans. Austria versus Greece. Austria does not have many units, so this could get messy. Poland has added a 5th city up here with Poznan. Sweden's here. I haven't really mentioned them at all yet, but they're here. But yeah, 5 cities for Poland. Russia's still with 2. They're having a very slow-paced game today. They are usually, like, I think they've won more games than anyone else at this point. The Zulu and Burundi piecing out. Oh, and the Zulu lost some stuff. What the heck? Why did oh, it happened in the peace deal. Burundi took this. So yeah, the Zulu, not their day. They used to be such a powerhouse, but not so much anymore. And Austria v Greece. I think we already mentioned that. I think Siam's now attacking the Harappans. Ottomans v Mercuria. How is this region so peaceful? These two, China, the Jar, Champa, they're just chill. And we do have some cities falling though in Europe. The Huns conquer Konya here off the Ottomans. It's sort of it's Azerbaijan's over here, or is it this side? I think Azerbaijan's on this side. That area, obviously, is pretty much bigger, but there we go. And there we go. The Dutch also lost Groningen to the Spanish. So there we go. Spain's looking quite good right now. Did I pick France again? No. No, they were one of the choices for me to play as, I think. I can't remember. All will be revealed. Ekbatana here falls to the Huns. Oh, Mongolia took it and then it went back to Attila. Fair enough. And Austria is going to grab 2 cities out here, which is going to be quite interesting. They are technically the first Civ colonizing. They're settling away from where they started. Mongolia has peaced out with Persia and Mao's China, but that means they're still at war with the Huns as they grab this city. And we approach turn 100. We'll have a look at the info addicts and then we'll wrap up episode 2. This one is going to be a bit slower. Obviously, the last 2 have been like with much less civs, so that makes sense. The superpowers one, obviously there was only sort of 18 civs at the start, and then the Britain one there was only about 15, and the map was much smaller. Right, the Songhai conquer Zinetra here off Mercuria, so yeah, they're in trouble. Rhodesia, what the heck, Shaka just pulled off the Uno reverse card and a half. Another city fell. I think Korea and Japan exchanged this one again, but yeah, that's impressive. The Rhodesia's capital goes to the Zulu. I mean, what a comeback this could be from Shaka. That's quite impressive. I mean, it's not impossible, right? You could kill Rhodesia now if you keep building units and doing well. Burundi's city's wide open for you to take back. Yeah, maybe Shaka's on the comeback trail. If he, oh, okay, lost it. But if he can hold this somehow, that would be incredible. Yeah, oh, and the Champa have now grabbed Daegu instead of... They are a lovely colour, the Champa, this purple. It's very nice. But yeah, the southern tip of Korea there goes back. Oh, but Korea gets it again. I have no idea who's going to be doing well in the info addicts. I don't think anyone's going to be dominating all of the categories yet. I couldn't really say. I think Spain are maybe doing well, but then Morocco have a similar amount of cities at 5. You'd have to think they'd be up there. But you just don't know. And there's so many different things when there's this many civs. Rhodesia's, I mean, looking good, but they've lost their capital. That's always a huge blow. Egypt's starting to look quite good. France isn't looking rubbish. Poland's got 5 cities, but I wouldn't say they were great. So, you know, it is messy right now as to who's doing well. Korea's having their issues. Siam's look quite good, but they're not really taking the next step. It's going to be a mess. Messy info addicts, that's for sure. Still no settlers even really making any sort of journeys. Surprising, Russia now has a scout all the way out here. It's quite impressive. How on earth have they managed to squeeze that out? The Ottomans grabbing a city in sort of Dubai. Actually, maybe that's a bit far north, but on the coast anyway of the Persian Gulf. It's actually the only... Oh no, Harappa is as well, so a couple of cities there, but that would be interesting. It's good to see the Ottomans still making some moves. Greece has now sent a settler out towards the vast... Open this up here. You've seen Poland and Mongolia put down some more cities, as Austria have also put 2 up here. That'd be amazing, but I was going to say amazing if Austria like conquered Poland and Russia and united the whole area. But Vienna is under siege, so maybe hold your breath. And also, if Germany get Vienna, they're going to be looking very good as well. Maybe not in time for the info addicts. Congo v Burundi. That's just so difficult, like geographically. But that has broken out too. Oh, Greece settled in southern Italy. I mean, if Rome's not going to take it, you may as well go for it. That's a good move from Greece. Oh, there we go. The Huns already taking one of Austria's cities. And it looks like Vienna could fall. I don't know if Rome is going to try steal this or are they just walking past. We'll find out pretty soon. Mali completes the Borobudur wonder. We have 3 turns till we have a little look at the info addicts. The Ottomans and Egypt have reached a peace deal. Russia and Persia have peaced out, and Austria and the Huns have also peaced out. And what do we got? Poland v the Huns. Ooh, oh, there's a lot going on right now. Oh, wait, Benin took a city off of somebody. Oh, Benin conquered this off Burundi, I believe. There we go. What is going on? There's so much going on. Austria and the Huns pieced out. So Austria keeps one of these. Poland v the Huns doesn't really matter. And the Tsar v the Huns again, not so important. Main focus is will Vienna fall before the info addicts, I think. That will be the big thing. Ethiopia declares war on Burundi, so it may get a bit rough for Burundi, but again, they've got the best defensive location by quite some distance. Even this city is way more exposed, although this does look like a really good spot as well to defend. The only better spot is like here, which is obviously not that useful, because if you're boxed into that corner, you're probably having a bad time. Yeah, Burundi's capital is in an amazing spot. England versus the Netherlands again. Not really sure about that one, but the Dutch do have a settler now. We'll see where that ends up. Probably in Scotland at this rate, because England's not going for it. And yeah, we get to turn 100. No deep sea caravels just yet. Most literate we'll see in a second, don't worry. We'll get the technologies. Russia's not... Oh, you can't quite get to Australia, but they have seen Indonesia and these islands. So there we go. It is time to save, because I've had enough crashes these last few weeks. Colonization game. There we go. Save. And open the info addicts. There we go. Graphs. Very messy. That is... I don't know who that is in first. Someone with the brown line? Is that Mali? I'd be very impressed if it was Mali, but maybe it's Spain. Nope. Mali? Yep, it is Mali. There you go. They're winning on score. But here we go. World rankings. Population. Egypt currently with quite a big lead in the population category at 5.8 million. Germany and Russia pretty much neck and neck, 3.9 million. Then India and France, Poland, Nigeria, Spain, Korea, and Siam filling out the top 10. Crop yield, Germany again leading the way, then Poland, Egypt, France, Morocco, Spain, Siam, Korea, Russia, and the Huns. Production, Spain leads the way, then Morocco, Egypt, France, India, Poland, Korea, Songhai, Mongolia, and then Benin. Germany not even top 10 that time, so that shows you how varied it is. They were 2, 1, 11. Biggest economies, Egypt is leading the way, then Spain, Benin, Congo, Poland, Huns, France, Germany, Greece, Songhai. I think it might be too early to even tell, which is really exciting actually. Egypt leads the way on land area, then Spain, Poland, Songhai, Morocco, Korea, Ottomans, France, Rhodesia, and Mongolia. The Ottomans, I thought they were struggling, but there we go. Military manpower is led by Morocco, then Poland, Spain, India, France, Mao's China, Congo, Songhai, Rome, and Benin. Social policies, Greece, Poland, Nigeria with 9. 8 for Russia, Benin, China, Austria, Korea, Ethiopia, Rome, and quite a few more, but yeah, pretty much everyone. And then a few more at 7. A few 6s and some strugglers with 5. Happiness, no one's negative just yet. 40 civs, all still competing? No, the Garamantes are dead. They're just not been removed from the list. Did anyone else completely die? No, I don't think so. Portugal's still around. So yeah, I think everyone else is still okay for now. Just about. Harapa's got 1 city left, but yeah, there's a few still okay. Mercuria's still got 1. Technologies, we did just see Germany was in the lead, but here we go. They have 25. 24 then for France. 23 for Poland, Mali, the Netherlands, and Egypt. 22 for Siam, Russia, Austria, Korea, Rhodesia, the Ottomans. Sweden, Burundi, Congo, Greece. 21 for Nigeria, the Jar, Mercuria, Spain, Benin, the Huns, India, Persia. 20 for England, Tang, China, Harappa, Japan, China, Rome, Ethiopia, and Carthage. 19 for Morocco, the Zulu, Songhai. 18 for Arabia. 17 for the Champa and Mongolia. That is really bad at this point. 16 for Portugal. 14, yeah, the Garamantes are dead, so that's okay. Net gold, some civs already losing money, but Egypt making plenty. Cities, here we go. We'll start from the bottom. None for the Garamantes, 1 for the Zulu, Mercuria, Portugal, and Harappa. 2 for the Champa, India, Russia, Arabia, England, Rome, the Netherlands, Mali, Jar, and Japan. A lot of 2s. 3 for the Congo, Persia, Greece, Nigeria, Burundi, Tang, China, Mao's China, Benin, Sweden, Austria, Ethiopia, Carthage. 4 for Germany, France, Siam, Rhodesia. 5 for the Ottomans, Egypt, Mongolia, Songhai, Huns, Korea, Spain, Poland have 6, and Morocco also has 6. There we go. Science output, Germany leads the way, then Korea, Egypt, Siam, Poland, Mongolia, Russia, France, Spain, and Mali. Culture output, Mao's China leads the way, then France, Spain, Germany, Nigeria, Siam, Morocco, Korea, Greece, and Egypt. Wonders, Mali has the most at 3, 2 for India and Egypt, 1 for Russia, Ethiopia, Persia, Spain, Rome and the Congo. We'll ignore these ones. Influential, obviously no one yet. Great works, 2 for France, China, Siam, Egypt and that's it. 1 for Rhodesia, the Jar, Austria, Morocco, Portugal, the Zulu, and quite a few others, as you can see, and pause if you want to read through those. Trade routes, mostly 2s or 3s for some of the top civs. Harappa's got 3, I think that's because they may have built one of the wonders that gives them that. Or maybe not actually, because it would have been in their capital. I don't know. Either way, Harappa's got 3, Ottomans 3, Sweden 3, Mali, Jar and Netherlands all with 3. Tourism, Morocco's got 6, as does China. 4 for Mali, Egypt, France and Siam. Looks like a lot of 2s there as well for the rest of the pack. And religions, how far have they got off the ground so far? World religions, boom, there's 8 of them. One's looking very dominant there, but Eastern Orthodoxy from Ethiopia in 3 cities, Hinduism from India in 4, Islam from Mali in 16, Judaism from England in 5, 1 for Protestantism in Nigeria, and 1 for Shinto from Japan, and 2 for Taoism from China. But that'll be it for this episode. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.